and gentlemen, welcome to Divers Ready. My name's James, coming to you this week from the DEMA show 2022 in Orlando. I'm kidding, that isn't the DEMA show, it's over there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Divers Ready. My name's James. As always, so great to see all of your smiling faces. If you haven't done so already, make your next dive on our subscribe button, because we make videos with one simple goal in mind, and that's to help make you a better scuba diver. Like this week's video, a report from the field at the DEMA show in Orlando 2022 style. Now, the last DEMA show that I attended was 2019. Kind of a lot has happened since then in the world in general, if you know what I mean. And yes, it is true that all of this empty space behind me would have been once filled with booths of distributors, equipment manufacturers, travel operators, and so on. But I gotta say, DEMA is back, baby. It is definitely a much more optimistic and buzz-filled vibe than I heard was going on at last year's show, the first show since the pandemic. And whilst it's true that still some of the major manufacturers, your Aqualungs, your Scuba Pros, your Hewish brands, didn't want to commit the marketing budget and the huge expense that it is for them to send a huge booth full of people and equipment to a show like this, there's definitely a palpable vibe of optimism. Everybody seems to be a lot happier. We've been hanging with our people at Garmin, we've been hanging with Shearwater and Dive Rite and Divesoft and Dan and all these companies, and having fantastic meetings, and everyone seems to be on the up and up. Everyone feels like DEMA is back as a general show. It's really good to see. On a personal note, I've had a much more chilled DEMA than I did in 2019. 2019, the channel was new, I didn't know what I was doing, and we basically booked up any manufacturer who would talk to us, and I spent the entire show literally sprinting from booth to booth to booth to booth to try and make the 5 videos that we brought you from DEMA in 2019. I'm not doing that this year, absolutely not. What we're doing instead is focusing more on the people who have supported Divers Ready and helped us grow to the size that we are now, and that's basically what we've been doing, just hanging out. We shot a little bit with Jared in the Dive Rite booth, and he has some exciting news to share with you. We were hanging out in Bonaire not that long ago, and now here we are in Orlando. Was Bonaire a success for you?
It was very successful, you know. I was actually having to work. I know you were just playing and having fun, but you know, it was still fun work.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a bad day in Bonaire, right, to go diving. And how's the show been compared to last year?
Yeah, so I've been very impressed with this year's show. It's been very busy. Even though the show itself is smaller, some of the bigger brands out there are not here, which means that we've had a lot of traffic here, a lot of good floor traffic. There's people walking around. Compared to last year, I walked around the show and it was pretty dismal, so this is a great success and a step in the right direction. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. There was kind of a palpable sense of relief from everyone at the show that this was a success, that the foot traffic is back, that the booths are back. It's still not back to its pre-COVID strength, we can't say that, but it's a lot more impressive than I was thinking it was going to be, and a lot of people were thinking it was going to be. So.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was either going to be a good success or a failure. I didn't think it'd be in between, and it's actually been a good success, I think. So.
Excellent. That's awesome. That's awesome. So the booth is looking amazing. You've got a couple of really cool features. I shot the some B-roll of the new reels. Really impressed with the no losing the locking nut.
No, for sure, and tight tolerances, you know, good machining quality. A little bit of an upgrade from what we've done in the past with molded spools, things like that.
Yeah. So. I'll tell you this funny story as well. The other day I was doing the traverse on the Spiegel Grove, which is the long swim-through deck, and I found what could only be a locking nut.
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, my good friend and yours, Jeffrey Knapp, who was with us in Bonaire, had laid line and laid a reel, and I found his reel, and guess what it was missing? So I put it back in.
I wouldn't have given it to him.
I put it back in, I took a quick shot with the GoPro, and then I texted him, not all heroes are wearing capes, and I sent him the reel back, and he was like, oh, you had to use my line, did you?
Yeah, for sure.
No, Jeffrey Knapp. No, I fixed your reel for you. You're welcome. So, always good there. So, those reels look amazing. I love the fact that the bolt snap folds back on the handle as well and keeps it a little bit more trim and tidied away. That's a super cool innovation. Yeah. This is probably one of the most impressive things, believe it or not, a backplate for smaller people.
Smaller people, yeah. We've got this. This is the first place we've shown this. This is actually a prototype that's got some wear marks on it. And this is a short backplate, about 2 inches shorter than our current one. So it's 13 inches total instead of 15. So it's amazing what 2 inches does. You can ask many women about that, but we won't talk about that. But 2 inches makes a huge difference for a lot of the shorter guys, girls, everyone else in between. Me and you probably don't have that issue, especially you.
No.
I think you need an extra tall one probably, but a lot of people do need a shorter backplate.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking about most women and Derek Ferguson.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, good.
Yeah, he's got one on order already.
Yeah, I'm sure he has, yeah.
So this has been a great success. At the show too, this is the first time we've actually been able to show to the world at a show the XT4 regulator, which there might be some exciting things coming up about that here soon.
Absolutely.
And then also the first time we've shown the chest mount rebreather that you've talked about before and went and got the dive before.
Yeah.
Even though it's been out for 2 years with COVID and everything, we haven't been able to show it. So a lot of people have been excited about that.
Yeah, good buzz around that. Yeah, and I've been diving the XT4s, I think since the start of the year. You sent me a bunch down, so I put them on all my rental fleet and on my my open circuit tech setup.
Yeah, you even learned how to rebuild them.
Yeah, I did my Dive Rite red class this week as well. Yeah, no, they breathe like an absolute dream. So super awesome there. So I've got some exciting news for you. Jared really enjoys giving away dive gear. And yeah, why don't you tell them what we're going to do towards the end of the year?
Yeah, we were just talking about it, and we've had such great support from the Divers Ready family. You guys rock. Every single time James puts out an video and says, hey, go like and thank Dive Rite for doing this video, all of a sudden our inboxes fill up and it's like crazy for like the next couple of days. So we really appreciate the support. I said, let's give away some stuff for the Divers Ready family. So just because. Why not?
Yeah, we're moving to the festive season, so we're going to do 3 giveaways for the last 3 videos of 2022 this year, the last 3 videos of the year. We're giving away what, a CX2 Lite?
We're going to give away some of the stuff you've talked about.
Awesome.
Maybe like so CX2 Lite, Hydro Lite,
BCD. Killer.
And we're going to give away a new XT4. We'll give away an XT4 open water reg package.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the last 3 videos of the year, we're going to be giving away a CX2, then a Hydrolite, then a reg package, just to round the year out and make somebody's Christmas. It's going to be awesome. So the details for all those contests will be not in the description of this video, but in the description of each video that we put out towards the end of the year. And obviously for the Hydrolite, you'll be able to pick your size, obviously, for whichever one you want. But that's awesome, man.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm so glad to see you here. I'm so glad the show is back and that Dive Rite are having a fantastic time here. And awesome hanging with your dad and your mum yesterday at the drink up at TDI. So it's just been,
today, so
yeah.
I'm sure we'll see you there.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. So there you go. We've got some fantastic prize giveaways coming up towards the end of the year with Dive Rite. And literally, I didn't ask for it. Jared was like, hey, we want to give some stuff away. We want to give some gear away to your viewers because thank you so much for supporting our brand. And they're really, really happy with the relationship they've got with all of you guys, the Divers Ready viewership. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. That really does help us out. Also, it's just been a great show for me to chill at and hang with friends. Like, without all this running around and shooting and all the content to create, it's been a very, very relaxing show for me. I was sat on a panel with Tech Clark and a bunch of awesome content creators, and we talked in very general terms about creating content. I've been chilling in the media room and doing some edits and some Instagram updates, and it's just been fantastic to have many members of the Divers Ready family and community come up to me and say hi and grab a selfie and all that kind of cool stuff. So yeah, it's been a great show. In addition to all of that, we have also been talking to all of the travel destinations that you guys have been asking us to put group travel trips together for. So next year, 2023, was already set up. We've got the Sardine run in June, and we've got the Philippines, co-hosted with my good friend Matthias Lebo, of course, who sadly is not at the DEMA show this year. Shame on you, Matthias. We'll see you at the next one for sure. New Orleans, baby. I can't wait to take you for my favorite etouffee. Side note, 2024, we're looking at Indonesia, we're looking at Bali and Komodo out there, we're looking at Truk, we're looking at Palau, we're talking to a bunch of different people. We will probably be going back to the Philippines in 2025. I personally signed up for a trip with some friends of mine as well, Rebreathe a Tech trip to Bikini Atoll in 2024, so I'm super looking forward to that as well. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, it's just been a great show. It's been a real sense of positivity. It really feels like DEMA is back, and just a real palpable sense of optimism that the dive community is bouncing back after COVID. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name's James. This was your video for this week from Divers Ready. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments below what destinations we should be offering you guys as options for group travel trips in the coming years. And yeah, I'll see you next week back in the dive locker.
And what is it? Dive often. Feed it to me and edit it.
Dive safe, dive often.
Dive safe, dive often.
Cheers.